Chapter 65-26. Elsa cheered and said excitedly, "Then I'll book the tickets and hotel." Charlie said, "Elsa, you got the tickets through your connections. Let me arrange the tickets and hotel." Elsa said, "Charlie, we are so close. Why are you still so distant with me?" Charlie smiled and said, "It's not distant, it's courtesy. It's like when I go out with friends. If my friends are responsible for accommodation, then I'm responsible for food. If my friends are responsible for food, then naturally I'm responsible for accommodation. It's impossible for one person to spend money. Although everyone may not lack this little money, it's not like this after all." Elsa laughed and said, Okay, since you said so. Then I won't fight with you. I'll send you my passport number later." Elsa checked the time and said, "It's getting late. I won't delay your affairs. Charlie, book the flight and tell me the time. We'll meet at the airport." Claire said hurriedly, "Do you want me to take you home?" "No need." Elsa said, "My cousin is waiting at the gate of the community. He has been my driver recently and has been very honest." As she spoke, she did not forget to secretly glance at Charlie. Elsa's cousin was Kevin DeLong, who was asked by Charlie to ride his bicycle all the way from the capital to this city. Asking him to drive Elsa to this city was also one of Charlie's punishments. Charlie guessed that Elsa said this to him so that he could have a better impression of Kevin, so he casually said, "Then let your cousin drive you well, and don't go back to the capital." Elsa thought that Charlie wanted to extend Kevin's time here, and hurriedly said, No, we can't let him stay here all the time. Let him go back when the time is almost up." Elsa hurriedly said, "Oh, I won't disturb you too. See you the day after tomorrow. Bye." Claire said, "I'll take you out." Seeing that his wife had gone to see the guests off, Charlie also followed Elsa to the door. At this time, his father-in-law Jacob drove Cullinan into the yard, and his mother-in-law Elaine was sitting in the co-pilot. Charlie was a little curious. This pair of enemies rarely went out together, so it was strange for them to come back together today. Seeing Cullinan driving in, Elsa said, "Uncle and Aunt are back. I'll say hello to them." The car stopped, Jacob and Elaine got out, and Elsa said with a smile, "Hello, Uncle and Aunt." Seeing that it was Elsa, Elaine smiled and said, "When did Elsa come?" Elsa said, "I've been here for a while. I chatted with Claire for a while and will be leaving now." Jacob said, "Why are you in such a hurry to go back? Come in and have a cup of tea before you leave." Elsa said, "No, Uncle. I have something else to do. I have to go first." After that, she said to the two of them, "Goodbye, Uncle. Goodbye, Auntie." Jacob and Elaine also said goodbye to her politely. Only then did they see Charlie standing at the door. Elaine said in surprise, "Oh, my good son-in-law has come back after making a lot of money." Claire saw that Elaine talked about money as soon as she opened her mouth, and couldn't help shaking her head and said, "Mom, don't talk about money every 3 sentences." Elaine pouted and said, "What's the matter? Did I say something wrong? My son-in-law went out to make a lot of money, and you don't allow me to talk about it." After that, she deliberately glanced at the villa next door towards their in-laws, and raised her voice a little, saying, "I am lucky to have a good son-in-law who can make money. Unlike some people, sons are unreliable, and grandsons are also unreliable." Jacob pushed her and muttered, all right, go back to the house quickly. It's so cold, why are you yelling here?" Charlie also changed the subject and asked, "Dad, what did you and Mom do when you went out?" Jacob smiled and said happily, "Oh, it's none other than President Pay, that old fox. He's been trying to curry favor with me lately. Today, he insisted on inviting me and your mom to dinner at his home, and he was as attentive as a dog." As he said that, he patted Charlie on the shoulder and said, "You've been in the Northwest for so many days, and you didn't have any time there to relax, right? Don't take feng shui jobs these days, take a good rest at home, and it's almost the new year, so don't go out anymore." Elaine also said, "That's right, good son-in-law earns so much money. He can't just earn it and not spend it. I think our family should find a warm place to celebrate the new year. How about Yajo? It's warm there in winter, and people in the northeast love to go there during the new year." Jacob said, "What level is our family, and we still go to Yajo to compete with them? Southeast Asia, Maldives, Tahiti, which one is not warmer than Yajo?" "That's right." Elaine nodded in agreement and said, "Our family has billions of assets. So going to Yajo is indeed a bit lacking, but we can consider Maldives." Claire shook her head helplessly and said, "Mom, don't think about where to go. Charlie, Elsa, and I are going to Tokyo the day after tomorrow. I have to deal with company matters when I come back in a few days. I don't have much time before the Chinese New Year. If I really wait until the Chinese New Year holiday to go out, it will be the peak season and there will be crowds everywhere. It's better to stay at home." When Elaine heard that she was going to Tokyo, she hurriedly asked, "Claire, what are you going to do in Tokyo? Shopping? Mom will go with you?"